Hello everyone, thank you very much for clicking the video. And today's video is going to be very important for the aspirants who are planning and dreaming to come to China. Many of the students, they ask me, how good is China, or should I go to China? What are the pros and what are the cons? I'll break down every point that you should consider before coming to China. Before starting the video, please subscribe the channel, like the video and comment after watching the entire video. Please don't skip the video, watch entire video. There is very much important and interesting thing that you are going to watch. Now coming to the good sides, or the things that you should take positively while you are thinking to come to China. First of all, studying in China is free if you get a scholarship. So there is an if. If you get a scholarship, then studying in China is entirely free. You don't need to spend a single penny to study in China. I've written something on my notes, so I can clearly share with you. So number one, which is, I already said, studying in China is totally free. You don't need to spend a single penny. But the condition is you have to get a scholarship. In the universities in China, no university in China is tuition free. You must give tuition fees if you don't get a scholarship. So before coming to China, your priority should be that you must get a scholarship in any universities in China. Number two, the stipend. If you get a scholarship, the government will pay you a decent amount of stipend that you can spend, you can lead a decent life, and if you can save money, you can send back a tiny amount of money that I talked in one of my previous video that you can see here in the I button. So click and watch that entire video. So number two is stipend. You will be given stipend in every month, a pretty handsome amount of money here in China in terms of life and spending. Number three, nearly in every city, leading a decent life is pretty affordable. It's not like the Western cities, hugely expensive. It's not like that here. So you can spend an average amount just to lead a decent life here in China. You can have fun, you can learn, and you don't have the pain to work and earn money for paying the tuition fees. You'll be given stipend, and the cities are not that expensive, so you can spend a good life here. Let's go to the next one that is a positive side and you should consider, which is research opportunity. Maybe you know that China comes first in terms of the number of research paper publication. So China is number one in terms of publication of papers. So while you are studying here in China, you will get huge opportunity to publish scientific papers, especially in the very high end and high level scientific paper like the SCI papers you can publish. And when you have a paper, a scientific paper, when you are an author, then you have great demand in other universities, because many of the students, they think to transfer to other countries, they usually take China as a transit. So if you are coming to China, you will be getting this huge scope to publish paper that you can utilize this value in the future. Now let's go to the next point, which is it's pretty easy to move to the Western countries from China. Pretty easy, not entirely easy, a little easy to move to Western countries. While you are studying in China, the professors of other countries that you need to manage to get a scholarship, to get a fund, when they will see that you already studied in a foreign country and you have a vast experience of research and communicating in the international arena, then they will definitely consider you. And in the meantime, you'll have that research paper, you'll be good in English and other language, you will have internships. So yes, from China it's pretty much easy to move to other Western countries, and a lot of my friends and knowns, they're traveling and they're moving to other countries for study, for a job, and other purposes. Let's move to the next benefit, or the good side that you should consider, which is culture and cuisines. You definitely know that Chinese civilization is the oldest ancient civilization, and you can learn many things, a wide range of museums, a lot of historical places, the remote areas, temples, and so many things from the ancient age. And you'll be given the huge scope from your university to visit the places, because there is like cultural exchange program or other thing that you can utilize to enrich your cultural knowledge. You'll get a lot of friends from different countries. From almost every country, students are coming to China, and you'll be friends with them. You can learn, you can share your knowledge, you can get knowledge from them. So it's amazing. At the same time, Chinese food, which has a wide range of variety, different foods. You're going to a different province, you are seeing a different kind of food. So this will enrich you with so much knowledge. So guys, these are the good sides that you should consider. Maybe there are other reasons that students should come to China. I can make a separate video on the other day. So for now, this is all the good sides from my perspective. Now move to the cons, the bad sides, or you should think this might be a little negative for the students. So what are those? Number one, language. So to many of the students, it might be a good opportunity that they are learning a new language, which is Mandarin Chinese, and the Mandarin Chinese language is getting stronger every day, day by day. And if you are expert in Mandarin Chinese, then you can easily get a job. But during your study, all the books, if you are studying in Chinese medium, your lectures, your books and everything, the professors, they will speak in Chinese, which is intimidating to me personally, and I hardly understand them. So for a student, while you are studying and you are not understanding your major, the research you're doing, you always have a gap between your friends, your professors, and the books. So language is the barrier, and I should consider it as a negative side, that you definitely struggle to understand your lecturer, your professor, and your friends. But if you can work on this from the very first day, that if you have a motive and a goal to understand and learn this language, then definitely you can win it over. Let's go to the next point, which is the universities. Majority of the universities in China, except the C9 League universities, which are the top schools in China, except those universities, majority of the universities, they are not that international. And what do you mean by that, not international? It means you hardly get scope to debate, to go for model UN, summer camp, or any international seminar, especially for the international student. In every university, there is opportunity for debate, for public speaking platform, environmental platform, and those are for Chinese students. But for international student, I've seen there's not much. So this is a big downside, I should say, for the international student in majority of the universities. But if you're getting to a top universities, then this is not a problem. So I always encourage the students to go for the best school here in China. You should try for the best school, otherwise you will lack some opportunities like I already mentioned. Now moving to the next con, which is it's nearly impossible to get a job if you are not expert in Chinese language. Within China and among the Chinese students, it's pretty hard to get a job after the graduation, There is huge competition in the job sector. So as a foreigner, as an international student, this is pretty hard to get a job here in China. So after graduation, you need to work a lot, you need to work hard to get a job, you need to search a lot, which is pretty difficult for many students that I've seen. So getting a job after study, this is pretty much hard here in China. And I definitely will consider it as a negative side, because China is not still that open to the international students, and facilities are not that much, not that convenient in terms of job. Now let's go to the next one, which is part-time job, related to the previous point. Part-time job, in terms of law, this is totally illegal. Many of the students who are coming here and other countries, who are coming abroad studying, many of them, they definitely consider to study, study, and they are planning to get a job. So job and study. But if you are coming to China, then you must, definitely cut it down. Cut this idea that you will get a job or you'll do a job and earn money. You never can get a job here during study, and this is not legal. If you are caught that you are working for some company or you are earning money, then you must, you definitely will face some kind of obstacles from the police or law enforcement authorities. So part-time job is totally illegal here in China. Don't consider it. And if you're coming to China, you definitely should think about it. Okay? Think twice before coming to China if your intention is to get a job here. Now move to the next and the last one, which is there is no opportunity of permanent residence. Okay? Permanent residency. And there is no kind of citizenship or naturalization. You will never get a scope to get permanent here. You never can be a citizen here in China. So many of the students and many of the aspirants, they always plan they'll move abroad and they will be the citizen of that particular country, but this is impossible for China. So never consider China if you're planning to be a permanent resident here in China. So you never can be a permanent resident. Okay, so these are the negative sides, but I'd like to say the students who are planning to utilize China or use China as a transit, that they will do a particular degree, and after that they will move to another country, especially the European countries, America, Canada or Australia. Then China is definitely a good choice for you. You can have paper, you can have that vast experience, and you can apply for the second country after China. So guys, these all were the pros and cons in terms of higher study in China. I think you got something important and informative. Thank you very much for watching me. Subscribe the channel, like this video, and comment what do you feel about China, and do you still consider China as a destination to study? Thank you very much. Stay happy.